Writing my own blog post or even reading blog posts off of the internet is something that I never really have done before, but throughout the semester I started to really enjoy this new experience. I thought it was very creative, and I thought the topics were very insightful and helpful as a future educator. I am going to be a future elementary school teacher or possibly special ed, but many of these topics are very important and something that every educator should think about as they go into the field. School violence was an interesting topic because it's a reminder that you do have to be cautious of your surroundings and look out for possible signs if someone seems dangerous around you, whether it's students or educators or even just the building or the space that it's in. Just be cautious of your surroundings. Prejudice and bias was an interesting topic as well and very important for all ages, whether it's elementary or high school. It's important to express the idea and let your students know that it's okay to be different and everybody is different in their own way. And I think that these differences should be embraced as students can learn about different cultures from one another, and I think it can help unite the classroom as a whole as long as everybody feels welcomed. I want my own classroom to be a very welcoming and safe environment for everyone, no matter what their culture or disability is. Something else that is more common in the past few years is the topic of LGBTQ in the community, because teachers need to be aware and open that there are going to be children with two moms or two dads, and that's just the way life is now. And that teachers need to be welcoming and don't be surprised if something like that comes up. I think that mental health issues is a very important topic that I think will benefit me as an educator, because there are so many different health issues that I wasn't really aware of, but I really enjoyed that topic because I like how everyone created their own slide of different mental health issues. I thought that was really interesting, and I enjoyed reading about everyone's mental health issue. I found my topic was depression, and I learned a lot about that, and I think it's important to watch out for the signs. Some of the signs to watch out for, multiple of the mental health issues, would be changes in mood, social interaction, if they seem fatigued, or if they lose interest in things that they enjoy. And these issues and mental health problems can really greatly impact their academic performance and decrease their grades. Something else that I will definitely take with me as a teacher is home and school connections. I want to make sure that I develop good connections with my students, but also their parents as well. I love how so many teachers nowadays are constantly in contact with their students' parents through apps like Remind. When I did classroom observations this semester, the teacher I was in the classroom with was always using it, and she always sent out messages whether a student missed a homework, or to make sure that they charged their Chromebook, or how they did on a recent test, or she was always constantly keeping in contact with them or sending out photos if they were working in groups, and really updating their parents on the regular. And I think that's a really great thing that is happening now in our advanced technology generation. Like I said, something that I learned from other classmates is about the different health disorders, which I really enjoyed that, and how we all got to participate in making the PowerPoint. And throughout the semester, I enjoyed the creative aspect of how we got to incorporate outside sources and talk about something different that we did not talk about as a whole. Like, we all watched the same documentaries and videos and read the same articles, but I liked how we all were required to talk about a different resource within our own post. such as the poverty and homelessness module. We were required to talk about a specific song or a book to represent the topic, and I enjoyed that because it allowed other students to talk about their own ideas and ways to represent that topic, and it showed that poverty and homelessness is talked about in our society more than we may think. Another topic that I learned about from another classmate is technology. I thought this one was interesting because I personally am opposed to the idea of social media and texting being involved with school, and I think that students should not be able to use it as much, especially younger children. But I came across a blog post that was for technology and texting, and I think I look at it as a distraction to many students, and they often get very zoned in, and it's easy for them to block things out, and they get distracted. But the blog post that I came across considered it as something that's more helpful because it can be used as a way to escape from reality. So the blog post, the other classmate, she used a outside source that was advocating for the use of technology. And it talked about how it can benefit children rather than distract them or the negatives. So it was interesting to see the opposing side of technology and social media for students.